What is going on, everyone? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming back at you guys with yet another episode of Buried Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the third episode of Buried Stars, ladies and gentlemen. You guys saw where we left off in the last episode. If you haven't watched the last episode, go watch it right now and come back to this episode, all right? Now, you guys already know what I've been telling you in the last two episodes, so I'm not going to put too much attention on it. Full screen me right now, please. Please hit that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, I would really appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm so much. With the last two videos, y'all been hitting the like crazy. It's been really wild, and YouTube has definitely been throwing the videos out there for more people to see. So you guys keep hitting that like button and we're gonna be all right. Buried Stars is gonna get the viewership that it needs, and I really appreciate that, guys, because I am a smaller YouTuber or a smaller channel, so any likes at all just helps me so much. Please, 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 please. Anyways, let's get into the episode today. Today I wanted to go back into Fader real quick. There was a couple things in Fader that I wanted to do that I didn't do in the last episode. So let me see if I can find those really fast right now. Hold up. Okay, so this one. I think I'm actually gonna reply to this "Are you dead?" statement. I didn't want to in the last episode because I wanted to think about it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a "Still alive." Bam. Masquerade vocalist. Who is that? Just picking a fight on Han. Han should refute it mildly. Not dead. Okay. Woo, okay. This man Woo is trying to hit me, huh? They're trying to pick a fight with me. Feel comfortable enough inside to play with Fader? You left the band to make your debut alone, but I might see your face on the accident news first. What? It's an acidic response as I've expected. I shouldn't have said anything to this man. That makes me so mad. Decided to check for a few mentions later. Wow. Okay, so that guy doesn't like me. Okay, I think that was it. Maybe that was the only thing. All right. So we're good with everything there. Let's talk to Min, my girl, okay? What does she have to tell me this time? How many things do we need this time? 8? Okay. What is he thinking? Let's talk about Fader. Because that was the new events. What is Seo thinking? I don't know. This man's wild right now. Maybe he was motivated by how the popularity vote was going. Still. Min stopped looking at her watch and let out a sigh. Aw, Min. Don't you feel funny when you see the auto-write bot thingy? Yeah. One of the accounts posted a comment asking for support, but we're here. After all, we're posting comments just like Seo. But auto-write is different from writing it yourself, right? Ooh. Consequence-wise, all the same. It looks the same to the public. It kind of does, technically. Now that I think about it, they're different. Posting manually is more interesting. I mean, it depends on who the creator is, right? Like, if I were to post, my posts are usually pretty like personality based, so my personality kind of comes out of my writing, right? So I'm gonna go with the right option. Now that I hear about it, it's certainly different. Anyone can tell Seo is uploading it himself. Oh yeah, okay, she likes me for that. That's why the number of votes fluctuated. Han could see Min's somber eyes behind her long hair. It's just me, different or not. Besides, I barely use Fader. That's what I mean. You were involved in it, and you were like an observer. That's why I wanted to know your take on this. Everyone should decide for themselves how to respond. I agree with that. A Fader function that posts preset comments at certain times. In B-Stars, this so-called bot is used to encourage fans to vote. Wow. I don't like that they have bots basically answering people's questions, you know? That kind of sucks. You know what? Let's talk to this man Chang. This man Chang just hates me, man. He hates me right now. What did I do to you? Let's talk about Seo and Fader. Fader, the root cause of so much trouble. Like a treasure island for those looking for some trouble. Yeah, true. He ain't wrong. He is not wrong. I think it has some positive influence too. It does sometimes. Yeah, for Seo it did. Since the legend has begun for the Fader star created by Beastars and Fader. That's what he wants. Everyone focuses on their own strengths, not appropriate for the purpose of the show. This is a competition of music talent. You kind of need it for this kind of thing though. Let's say regarding Seo's excessive use of Fader. Let's say it's not appropriate for the purpose of the show. Let's just say that. For the purpose of the show, he clearly doesn't fit the bill. Is he gonna be mad at me? Oh, okay, let's go. Chang, me and Chang are connected, right? Social media is just an additional element. We're looking for someone with brilliant raw talent and the potential to become a star. But Fader popularity could be considered the quality of a star too, right? Yeah, true. Chang paused at Han's remark. Talent is what makes the star. Not these days. Where have you been, Chang? Fader stuff is for those who can't compete on their talent alone. Contestants who are only interested in personal gain, I never had respect for them. Oof. A nickname for Fader Savvy Seo. At first it was an adorable nickname, but after the history of his school violence was known, it became a humiliating nickname. So he's just a Fader star, huh? You might get a clue keyword as a result of having a conversation. Nice. Oh my god, we got an event with him! Does that mean my rapport went up? Did it go up? I didn't know the stage was so terribly built. Who would have thought the stage would collapse? Whoever made that decision, it was a critical mistake. He looked down. Han carefully chose his words. We'll get out of here safely. If the show keeps on going, then I'd like to get some good advice from you again. My advice? Aww, that's so cool. You remember the pop quiz mission? They sprang a question on me suddenly and I had to come up with an answer immediately. Without your timely help, I would have already been eliminated. Oh, he helped? Han? Oh, Chang had saved many contestants from trouble. Oh, I just happen to know that topic. I'm not sure if I was of any help. Look at this man with the guitar there! You look at hot! You were great. How'd you get to know so much? Well, let's say it was my area of interest. I'm quite interested in pop music in general. Chang slightly took a step back, adjusting his glasses. That's why you looked different when you talked about it. Different? In what way? You talked faster in a higher tone. You know what? Some of these voice actors sound like they're from Corpse Party. Am I tripping? Chang was a totally different person when it came to the topic of music. His advice was more delicate and easier to understand at times compared to that of the judges. I must have looked like a big mouth. No way! You were just awesome. Really? Yeah, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm just a staff member who's supposed to stay back and quietly support you guys. My producer always told me not to screw around. The glasses cast a shadow over Chang's face. If my feedback matters to you, I'll say I didn't mind you at all. Moreover, you looked happy doing that. I see. Thank you. It's all new to me. Boy, I am here for Chang. Let's go. Chang, who has a deep understanding of music, talks about his knowledge at every opportunity. He is so proud of it. I hope that got my report. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. We went from red to gray. That's better. That is a lot better. Okay, he's not mad at me anymore. Good. I was sick of that. Let's talk to him some more. Hopefully I don't screw up with him. I don't think he has anything else to really say. Hold on. Oh, maybe he does. Let's talk about Seo.
Yuma.
Just another name for Seo, the Great. As the saying goes, live live by Fader, die by Fader. We should have gotten rid of him when we found dirt on him. What? He just said that. Don't you think Shin would have exposed it if she knew about the dirt?
本当ですか?
Do you really think so? Chang tilted his head.
相葉さん。
Oh, wait, you called me slow? You called me slow? She. Wow, this man Chang is coming for my neck. You're kind of slow. I guess that's how you made it this far.
もし
Didn't you ever sense that Shin was covering for Seiya? I never felt that way. She didn't treat him differently from the others. I felt it too. She seemed to protect him more than others. I guess I'll agree with him on that. I felt it too. Why not?
そうだったな。
Well, I can't say I've never sensed it, but... Yeah.
そうなんですって。
You get to see more aspects of this if you watch it from behind the stage. The finals in the top 10. I thought he was just unstoppable. But then, who would have thought he'd be exposed on Fader, which he loves so much?
そんなところでしょ。
Now he's facing such strong headwinds, so I guess justice has been served.
でも
But Shin hasn't covered up for him ever since that incident.
正解ですよ。
There's only so much she can do to cover for him. He wasn't show material
や
anyway.
りすぎですよ。
Whoa, we are getting the dirt. The tea is just being spilled. I like this game, yo. I'm telling you, I'm all into drama. Like, I don't like being part of drama, but I like watching drama. And like, this game is basically just K-pop drama. And I'm just getting this. I'm getting all the tea. I'm just gathering. I'm sipping it all. He was making a vain effort to turn the ranking upside down again, but he was destined to go home. Let's see if he's still a Fader star after he goes home. Yikes! Seo's history of school violence broke out on Fader. His reputation faltered severely on Fader, which was the platform of his fan base. Wow. Let's talk to Lee, my boy. What we got to talk to him about? There's only like one thing that he really has any comments on, so let's talk about the Silver Spoon. His nickname that we saw on Fader. I should think that's a compliment, right? It's not really. Let's be honest, not really. That's just what people say. The late He Lee and
それは
my uncle's family. There are many prominent figures like a government minister, a CEO, a hospital director. People said it was making the audition somewhat bland, and I think they have a point. Family. Many high-profile political figures had come from his father's side of the family. Some suspected the family is trying to extend its influence over the music industry. Oh, okay.
あの
By the way, let me ask, why did you have to choose this audition? I wanted to make it on my own. I thought nobody would know as long as I kept my mouth shut.
それはあれだろう。
But it just came out on the first episode. Yikes. Shin was quick to take advantage of it. I wanted to come out of that shadow. He seems to regret participating in the show. Story about his dad's surface. He doesn't seem to regret his participation in the show, but the story about his father's surface. I wouldn't say he regrets it.
それでも
Still, you don't seem to regret joining the audition. Lee nodded with eyes widened.
そうだよ。
The audience weren't the only people that tried to see my father in me. Weird, huh? I didn't think I wanted it.
結局
Still, I realized it was inevitable. People were calling him by looking at
そ
me.
れは
He barely made any TV appearances. That's why people try to see him in you. Some people argue that I capitalized on my father's stature to take first place.
ともかく
We're doing so good this episode, y'all. I am connecting with these characters. I can't deny it. Other people might find it rude if I said this was painful. First place after first place, Lee was on the up and up under the shadow of his father. If I say I regret it, they think I'm acting all high and mighty. Lee's father and a famous singer through the country, now deceased. His career spanned several decades and produced tons of hit songs. This man's like the Michael Jackson of Korea. Jeez. Let's talk to this man because he's got a lot of tea to spill. Let's talk about Fader. What you got to say? Why? Are you going to do it too? Do you even know how to post on Fader? You only used it in the beginning, but barely touched it ever since. Man, maybe I don't care about it. The public sentiment is so negative on Fader. You made it to the finals by abandoning your buddies. Were you expecting a red carpet or something for you? Then you should have added more friends to the list and written more posts. What's the purpose of creating the account if you're not going to use it? Shut up. Really? Public opinion on Fader turned on him when he betrayed his band before the finals. He doesn't add any new friends anymore and his account is mostly inactive. Do you want me to give you a useful tip? Listen, you need a strategy when using Fader. What? I thought you were writing it as it comes. Han, you're so ignorant. That applies to regular people. We're celebrities in our own way, right? What you need is the provocation if you want to attract tens or thousands of people, including the newbies. Remember what I said. The provocation. Fire up the controversy. What? Now's not the time for that. You shouldn't use it too much either. Let's get in his head. Let's get in his head. Do you think I can? Can I do it? I barely used it. Hey, practice makes perfect. Nobody's born with a smartphone in their hand. Whatever. Just listen to me. Be casual. That's a good starting point. The character given to you by the show has great potential. Honest thoughts? Contemplating on life? Those are stories best kept to books. It's something we as celebrities must endure. I don't know if I agree with him. Shsl said that celebrities should use social media differently than ordinary people. He thinks of it like a deal. The fans get what they want and the celebs become more popular. Oof. If we do this right, we could both find some success. So trust me and try focusing on Fader. We got nothing to lose anyway. He's not wrong though. And it's not the fault of the celebrity themselves. Viewers kind of play a big role in that. Viewers slash fans, you know what I mean? Because you kind of do have to treat social media like, you know, you have to act differently if you're a celebrity, right? You can't say things that ordinary people can really say, right? Because you're under the microscope. Everybody's looking at you. They're watching you, making sure you make that one mistake so they can cancel you, right? I mean, that's what we've all been seeing recently. So he's not wrong. Celebrities do have to go on there and not act like ordinary people. You have to be happy. You have to be positive. You have to stir up drama if that's what you are. You know what I mean? But you have to make sure you stay within a box of acceptance, right? So whatever the fans really want to see you doing. And you can't say anything too wild because you might get canceled. It's wild out here, y'all. It's really wild. They have to make a post on Fader. Each contestant uses their own official account. They each have their own style and posting frequency. All right, that was nice to have. And get. All right, let's talk to O. What you got, girl? Let's talk to you about your stalker. That's what we learned about on Fader. It's been so chaotic that I forgot about it. Is it still happening? Yeah, and it's happening more often. The photo of O taken outside the stage was being circulated online. Soon, a letter to the production crew arrived from the person claiming to have taken the photo. I didn't actually see it, but they are still receiving it. He would say that he loves me, but then suddenly get angry and threaten to kill me. I'm wondering if he is the culprit here. He begs me to tell him about my past, but says I must have been promiscuous when I try to hide it. A snob who doesn't care about anyone but herself.
やってみよ
Oh, let's call the police.
うね
I thought we need to get out of here
う
first.
わかった
Yeah, we'll call the police as soon as we get out of here. Han, what are you thinking? Come on now. The staff discouraged her from doing it? You know what they say? Is there anything else you're worried about aside from the show? Let's ask her that.
もしかして
Does something bother you?
なんで
Why? Is that how you feel about me?
それは
I feel like you're reluctant to call the police. Yikes, she is. Actually, I've already called the police.
それなら
What? Oh, really? And then they called the staff to find out what happened. That's the end of it. What can I do? Yo, the people that own this show are shady, bro. They are shady. Everyone's telling me to suck it up because I'm a celebrity. Then how could I raise hell even though I was nervous and angry? Anxiety. She feels great anger and anxiety at the thought of someone stalking her. The staff told her that a celebrity has to put up with the side effects of
あ
stardom.
りえる
What? Are you kidding me? I couldn't just tear up the contract and tell the world about it. I can complain all I want about getting ripped off, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who signed the contract. I need to accept it. What? The show only talked about O's present. In other words, she was portrayed as a character that appeared out of nowhere. It's different from previous methods where they focus on contestants' past and stories. Why can't they be satisfied with who I am right now? Why are they so curious about my past? Wow, that is shady. According to this contract, contestants shouldn't object to background checks and edits. They all signed it without enough explanation. Y'all, what do I say to this? What do I say to this? What are we witnessing here?
うん
A snob. Who's the snob on Fader?
わかるだろ
It's the right word.
ね
Who cares if it's right or not? It's just a comment on Fader.
え
Oh, let out a deep sigh.
それは
That's the role I was given in the show.
だとしたら
Then they should have created the related scenes.
大丈夫
Does that make everything okay?
何
What's wrong with that? That will distort your real personality. It will. I'll make you look like someone else. People will criticize you. Who cares about people? But we're worried about her real personality.
それは
They distort your true personality on the show.
大丈夫
As if you are a completely different person. Are you still okay with that?
あれ
What if I'm not?
違う
If I go, I'm not this kind of person. Would people just believe me? If I go, Han is not a betrayer. Would people believe me? Oof.
それは
Good point. Yeah, she's not wrong. I'm sorry. I was just trying to come up with an
とに
example.
かく
All scenes that don't agree with the script get edited out. Then we should continue to take the bull by the horns. Breakthrough. Her selfish and arrogant behaviors were often criticized, but she is trying to face the criticism head on. Don't you think it's better to get more screen time? I mean, not really. Most of the time, the show was unscripted, but the general outline of characteristics for each contestant had already been built up for the show. You know, I seriously want to be on reality TV. There's actually this show called The Circle, right? And it's basically like this show about like catfishing. So like, nobody knows if someone's a catfish or not, but like, you go throughout the show like trying to make friends and such like that, and like people vote on you, and if they think you're good, if they think you're a cool person or whatnot, they'll rank you really high. And you go through the entire show like trying to basically gain the trust of other people, whether you want to be a catfish or not. And I think that show's freaking dope. If I could be on that show, y'all, I would be hype. I would be so hype if I could be on that show, but you know, I wouldn't mind being on reality TV myself. Just being honest. I think it would be fun. I really want to see what goes on behind the scenes, you know? So we're going to be talking about the betrayer with Min. Does it still bother you?
よく聞いて
You're not the only one that's been framed by Shin. You'll have your chance after we survive this to remove the misunderstanding. I guess. Min stared at Han for a moment. He wasn't saying a word.
あなたは
What's your memory of your band like? Is it good or bad? Ooh. Ooh, I remember it fondly. Memories tend to be glamorized. I don't remember it fondly. Let's remember it. Let's be honest. I say it's a good memory. It was a difficult time, but we had good moments.
そういえば
How long did you stay with the band?
それは
It was around 4 to 5 years.
そうなんだ
You were pretty important. I know you wrote lots of
Yeah.
songs. I was a founding member. I wrote the songs because no one else could. Wow, this man's talented. It wasn't that bad. Why are you trying to be so modest? I know you had a decent fan base. Core. He was the band's front man and wrote many of their songs. He also had quite the fan base outside of Masquerade's fans. Me too. I started out as a trainee and stayed in the group for 5 years until it was disbanded. Min replied. We went through thick and thin over those years. I hated them sometimes, but I couldn't imagine living without them. That went on for 5 years. I hope we both make it out of here in one piece, so we can reunite with our groups.
私は
When that time comes, I will...
そうです
Yeah, let's get out of here in one piece. Yes, let's do that. Aww, I love this. Han had played bass guitar in a quintet indie band with a small fan base. He joined the audition, but he was the only member to get past the preliminaries. Wow. Let's talk about Run Min Run. We learned that on Fader. Are you talking about Beloved? We were supposed to be beloved, as the name suggests. Exactly. We were supposed to be loved.
そうかな
I like that pun. But as a group, we were rather be raved than be loved. Okay? Min gave an unnatural smile under the dim light.
私は
I ended it. I left the group and disappeared on them. Everyone knows it.
でも
But the Min that I know isn't.
いえ
What other people know about me? Only know that much about me. Min, leader of the group Beloved, left right before their album was set to be released. She disappeared and only sent a resignation letter, leading to the team and agency's downfall. What they say makes sense now, huh? I don't think it's true. That's the last thing she'd do. I'll believe it if you want me to. No, 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 no. That's not the Min I know, baby girl. I know you would never do that. You would not backstab your peoples. I still think they are wrong. I haven't known you for too long, but you're not that kind of... That kind of what? What kind of person is that? An irresponsible leader who left the group and ran away? No, man, don't do this to me. Han, maybe you're trying to empathize with me. Han thought about his previous position again. Masquerade, a band created by 4 high school friends. After recruiting an ambitious vocalist, the 5 members carried on, brimming over with passion. But Origin, he and 3 high school friends started a band. At first they were mostly instrumental, but later recruited a vocalist. Do you regret having been a Beloved member?
わからないわ
It's hard to explain.
大丈夫ですか
You don't mind the show portraying you that way. Her leaving the group had been highlighted several times during the show. We'd been through thick and thin. Min was the leader and best performer of the group Beloved, but she was harshly criticized for leaving the team without first discussing it with the group. She has bittersweet feelings about those days. They are all precious memories, and I didn't like it when they were distorted in the show. A girl group led by Min, they made their debut years ago, but never gained much popularity. As soon as she left the group and its agency went under. But they weren't that popular anyway, so did they really go under? Hello? Not really, right? Let's save real quick, y'all. We gotta save. And I think we're done here. We have talked to all of our members here, and I'm just glad we got Chang to Gray. I'm happy about that. So let's leave and move on. Man, we learned a lot about these characters. My sanity went down, but my rapport went up with everybody. You like that? I like that. I like that. I think that's good. Seo grinned cynically as he raised his head.
なんだよ国かお前も書いてんじゃん
Oh, you wrote a post too. What? What?
そんなに睨んどいてなんなんだよ
You mocked me when I did it, but now look at you.
ってば急に何よ
I did it. What are you talking about?
まあそう言うだろうな。
Oh, you didn't?
何も知らないふりしてこっそりやんのが一番だもんな。
Putting on that innocent face is not going to work on me.
ほらな、俺だけだと思われちゃ困るんだよ。
See, I wasn't the only one using fader. Oh, opened her mouth.
これってまさか
Don't tell me.
アホ
You moron!
自動書き込みでしょうが
It was posted by auto-write. He's like, what? Nani? Damn it. How come the time's set up all differently? Seo's been obsessed with Fader and accusing others. If this continues, no one knows what's going to happen next. Ooh, I'm timed this time? Bring up something to give him advice. Say you're very disappointed. Do this. Uh-oh. What can Han ask Seo, who is obsessed with Fader? Yikes. History of script. No. The contract. Yikes. Not Healy, not beloved. I guess exposure.
ユーマ、暴露された時のことを思い出してみろ。
Seo, you remember when your past actions were revealed?
確かに今喋ったに投稿すれば注目される。
Of course. He'll gain attention by posting things on Fader.
暴露された時みたいに予想のつかないしわ寄せがあるかもしれないぞ。
But you could also face public criticism big time, like when your past was
タイ
revealed.
ムラインの反応もすでに意見が分かれてる。
The timeline response is already split in two.
落ち着いて頭を冷やすんだ。
Why don't you calm down and cool off a bit? Seo's shoulders sagged as he tried to calm himself down.
的を嫌がって。
What? Well, sick burn there. Seo stopped his provocation, but the mood was depressing. What the heck just happened? Hold on, Chief! Tang broke the silence. This is
待って
awkward.
ください。
Wait,
吉田さん、どこにいるんですか？
wait, what? Where's Min? Hold on. Min was not there with them. Where the hell is Min? Where did she go
誰
then?
も見てないの
Huh? Did anyone see her?
いつの間に
But when?
危ないかもしれない。
It could be dangerous. This is a horror game now. What the hell?
レイラさん。
Min!
あっちよあっち
Over there! Hey, listen to this music. Everyone ran toward the source of the sound. Wait, no way. I hope she didn't die. Bruh. What? What? How did this happen? How did this happen? Are you serious? This is some BS. I can't. What did I just witness right now, guys? What did I just witness? Are you kidding me? I just lost my best girl in this game. I just lost this best girl and I didn't know what to do. Could I have stopped that? Was she supposed to die there? Ugh. I done pulled out my headphones, everything. No one could even speak. What is happening? You can't be serious. It was someone familiar to all of them. Wait, was...
プロデューサ
Whew. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Y'all done tricked me. So Min didn't die. It was... Whew. Bro, I was tearing up. I'm crying right now. I'm crying right now. Shin. So wait, the producer's dead? It is music though, what the heck? To be continued, what is this? I bought this game. Okay, we got the rankings now. So it doesn't look like anything's really changed ranking wise. Dang, Lee is killing us though. This man is killing us. My sanity is low, bro. I need to get my sanity up. I'm gonna die. I wonder what happens if your sanity goes all the way down. The shock gradually subsided. The after effects still lingered. Han could only stare at the body vacantly. Shin, the show's chief producer. She said everything was part of the show. This music though, hold on, whoa! She asserted that only the survivor gets to have it all. But she was gone. She couldn't have imagined this kind of end. Search. Her body was found near a corner of the collapsed stage. The famed producer's brilliant career was gone in a flash. Han tried to suppress his emotions, running amok. He moved his parched lips to speak. My lips are parched. After what I just had to go through, I'm just good. I'm glad that Min ain't dead. Let's tell the rescue team about Shin. That's crazy. 11:55, confusion. They should be assuming that she's gone missing. Let's make a call. Chang flinched and turned around to look at Han. Shouldn't we move her body first? Her legs are stuck. We can't move her unless we get rid of the debris. Hold on, I'm calling the rescue team. They're not answering. What's going on? Min interrupted. I'll try to contact the B-Star staffs. It went through. Everyone held their breaths at the sound of the faint ringtone. You want us to examine the body? Hello, is this Danganronpa? Bing bong, bing bong, bing 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 boom. A body has been discovered. Looking startled, everyone raised their heads. Do what? They're saying it's to record the cause of their death. Why would the production crew deal with that? They're going to deliver the message to the rescue team in case we lose contact again. What are we? A forensics team? This is just too much. Everyone stared at each other with perplexed expressions. I know that. This music is perfect for this scene, by the way. Do we have to follow their requests? Let's just tell them we can't do it. This is too harsh. Yes, we don't have to listen to everything they tell us to do. But if the building collapses any further, the corpse will be completely... Probably completely buried. Ah! We can't let that happen! I know Shin wasn't a good person. Dang, she's sad. But her family deserves to know what happened to her. We can't let her get buried like this. The uncanny strength in Min's voice seemed to convince everyone. Everyone agreed to check out Shin's corpse. Oh, no. So, we just have to examine her condition and report back? Seo began to roll up his sleeves. I'll help out. You don't have the guts to do this. Can you even look at her? Despite the strong words, Seo's hands were trembling as well. Tell me if you need any help. Oh held her hands to her chest and wriggled her fingers. Chang took a step forward, but immediately turned away.
他のみんなまで無理する必要はないよ。
There's no need for everyone to overexert themselves.
僕も手伝う。残りの人は少し離れてて。
I'll help too. The rest of you, just stand back. I love you, Lee. I love you. Han squeezed himself out of the crowd and stood before Shin's body. He took a deep breath.
始めます。
Let's begin. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have our first victim, ladies and gentlemen. The investigation has begun. Okay. You can investigate a certain place or an object to get a clue keyword. If you investigate all areas, it will automatically end. This is Danganronpa. This is Danganronpa. Dude, this game is literally Danganronpa Distrust, bro. It takes everything that Danganronpa Distrust didn't do in their main series of games, and it's great. I like it. Kind of reminds me of Birth Me Code too. Her legs were stuck under the collapsed steel frames. Yikes. My sanity, it's going down. Han looked back at her. There's only a narrow gap between the floor and the frames. Her legs were also snapped at an unnatural angle. Ugh. Her trousers were stretched out as if they had been pulled on. Wait, what?
すり減るように伸びている。
It's as if they're worn out.
抜け出そうとしたのかもな。
She must have struggled to get out.
これどけられないから。
Can we get rid of the debris? The three of them tried to lift the steel frames. Yikes.
ダメだ。重すぎる。
No, it's way too heavy. Her legs were caught between a steel frame and the ground. The torn part of her pants indicate that she struggled hard to get out. Aww, that's sad. The corpse was lying inches away from the collapsed frames and concrete debris. Her entire body would have been buried if it was lying slightly
破
closer.
片みたいなのが散らばってるぜ。
There's debris underneath her. A pile of debris from the collapse was sitting underneath her
背
body.
中側には何もない。
Her back is clean. Oddly, there were no debris on top of her body. His gaze stopped at the blood stain on her
あ
hand.
そこにも傷がある。
Another wound. There's a pile of debris underneath her body, but nothing much on her body. Interesting. What about her hands? Han examined her hand. Oh my god.
手の甲の傷がひどい。
The back of her hand was badly wounded.
頭部の傷よりひどくはないけど。
It's not as bad as the one on her head, though.
気に当たったのかな。
Did she get hit by a fallen debris? I don't think so. It looked like the wound was caused by being struck or crushed by something. Did somebody kill her? This was definitely a horrible sight to witness. The palm of her hand was clean, but there are wounds on the back of her hand as if it were struck or crushed by something. Okay, what's the last thing we need to look at? Her head? The gruesome abrasion on her caught my eyes. Ugh.
りょう、大丈夫か。
Han, will you be alright? Lee placed his arms around Han to comfort him.
先頭に立っておいて何してるんだ。
Come on, I thought you could deal with this. Sale, get this guy out of here, man. I'm tired of him. Sale tried to suppress his voice from trembling. He's just a little... Han looked back at her. The top of her head had been crushed. Oh my god, that was a significant wound. This was undoubtedly the cause of her death. Yikes,
上を
yikes,
見上げている
yikes.
時に瓦礫に当たったのかな。
Did she get hit by a debris while holding her head up?
瓦礫が
Ooh.
上からいっぱい落ちてきたから。
Ooh. A lot of debris did fall from
傷の
above,
大きさから見て、小さい瓦礫ぐらいではなかったと思う。
but it couldn't have been just a debris to cause such terrible damage. Was she struck by something? The top of her head had been severely wounded. It must have been the fatal injury and the cause of her death. So this rock? A large piece of concrete debris.
血がついてるぞ。
There's blood splattered over it. This is clearly the debris that killed Shin.
こんなにでかいのが。
If something like this fell on her head. Seo groaned as he mumbled out a few words. Found a large piece of concrete with blood on it near her head. Yikes, dude.
これで全部かな。
I think we're done here.
電話しなきゃだよな。
We'd better call the rescue team. Seo let out a deep sigh. I'm sick of Seo, man.
レイナさん、今電話できます。
Min, can you make the call?
やってみるわ。
I'll get right on it. Those who were standing back focused on their own watches.
電話繋がらないんですか？
Is the call not going through?
繋がらないみたい。待ってて。
It's not working. Give me a sec.
電波が途切れてるみたい。
The network signal's pretty bad.
大勢でやったらもっと繋がらなくなるかもしれない。
It might be worse because there are so many people.
あとはもう大騒ぎで、どこも通信は不安定だって言ってたわ。
It's still a mess outside as well, and they said the signal is cutting in and out.
取材陣や救助隊、野じ馬が大勢押し寄せてきて大混乱だって。
We are surrounded by all sorts of reporters, rescue teams, and
こ
bystanders.
こにいる僕たちにはわからないけど、外には大勢の人がいるんですね。
I didn't realize there were so many people outside.
じゃあこれが見せ物ってわけ？
Is this supposed to be entertaining for them?
多分ね。
Yeah, perhaps. According to the rescue team, the outside seems to be bustling with reporters and bystanders. Oh my god. Frowning, Min lowered her watch.
繋がらないわ。みんなもしてみる。
I can't get through. Can someone else try? Nobody, including Han, could make the call.
電話、俺たち同士でしかできないみたいですよ。
We can only make calls to each other.
こんなの意味ないじゃないか。
That's pointless.
こんな真似させといて、電話も取らないのかよ。
How could they ignore our calls after making us do something like this?
シャベッターで知らせたら、
What if I post this on Fader?
シャベッターがそんなにしたいのか？
Are you obsessed with Fader? Oh my god, this
チーズ
guy.
がなくなったこと、みんなに知らせるつもりなのかよ。
Eek! Eek! Why don't you just make a public announcement about Shin's death?
そういうお前は何かいい案でもあるのかよ。
Do you have any better ideas?
落ち着きなさいよ。今すぐ連絡する必要はないよ。
Relax. Relax. There's no need for us to make contact immediately.
後でまたやればいい。
It should be fine to tell them later.
そうですよ。電話がつながった時に伝えればいいんです。
Yeah, we'll just let them know when we can.
でも、プロデューサーをここに。
But still, we can't just leave her here. Woo-hoo-hoo! There was a loud boom and the whole place began to shake. What is happening now?
頭を守るのよ。
Head! Everyone cover your head!
しゃがめ。
Han, duck! An ominous noise screeched out from the bent steel frames. All sorts of debris rolled across the floor. Holy crap! Soon, the tremor gradually began to subside. Min brushed off the dirt from her hair and clothes.
終わったのかしら。
Is it over?
まさかこれ以上崩れたりしませんよね。
I hope nothing else collapses.
レイナさん、大丈夫ですか？
You okay, Min?
なんとかね。
I'm trying to keep myself together. Oh patted Min on her shoulder.
ステージの下は危ないよ。
It's dangerous to stay underneath the
救
stage.
助隊には連絡ができるようになったら伝えて。まずは上の方に行こう。
We'll contact the rescue team when we can. Right now, we should head up to the stage.
ミカちゃん、でもこのままにしておいたら。
But oh, we can't just leave her like
自
this.
分のことしか考えてねえのかよ。
How selfish are you?
アホ。みんなのこと考えて言ってるんでしょ。
I'm saying this for all of our safety, you idiot. Ooh. Agree with her, it's dangerous to stay here. Disagree with her, let's call them before moving out. No, I'm gonna agree with her on this.
ステージの方に戻りましょう。
We'd better get back to the stage. Yeah, of course.
このまま行っちゃうってことか。
Sit back there, man. Nobody cares about you. You want to just leave her like this? Can you just shut the up for 1 second? All right, we need to make sure everybody that's alive is okay. That's a dead
僕
person.
も
We got
両の
alive
意見に
people.
賛成だ。
I'm with Han. There we
ここはあまりにも暗すぎる。
we are boys. It's too dark down here.
また瓦礫でも落ちてきたら見て避けるのも難しい。
If something falls, we won't even be able to see it. Everyone held their breaths at the creaking of the steel frames.
意見が分かれそうな話だけど、
I know some of you might disagree, but
照明が当たるステージの上にいた方がいいと思うよ。
I think it would be best to head up to the stage where it's brighter.
うよ。何もわからないうちに何かに当たったりしたら。
Yeah, we won't be able to tell if there are any more debris falling down here.
チーフのように。
Then we might end up like Shin.
仕方ないわね。
I guess we have no other choice. The group reluctantly headed up to the
連
stage.
絡はそこでまた試してみよ
Let's keep trying to contact the rescue team.
救助隊が来たら全部終わります。きっと何もかもうまくいきますよ。
Everything will be fine once the rescue team
持
arrives.
ちこたえるのよ。どんなことがあっても。
We need to stay strong until they arrive. Deep down, Odd couldn't agree more. However, a sense of oddity during the inspection of the corpse. Yeah, somebody killed her. Somebody offed Shin, bro. This mysterious feeling of oddity never went away. Yikes. We're back. Victim found. Communication started. We are in the AM, y'all. Now you can use the phone app on the smartwatch. You can call any one of your friends in your contacts. Well, why would you call them when they're all in front of you? This is if you successfully make a call event occurs. There are a lot of different effects that can occur, so don't forget them. Only one call event is available for one communication. You can't call another character immediately. If a call event doesn't occur because your connection fails, you can still call someone else. I don't get why you would call them when they're here in front of you looking at us. Like, like, hold on, y'all. Let me go in a corner and just call Min real quick. Just like looking at me. So Min, how are you right now? It's just like, what is happening right now? I would be so confused. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
Hope will never die.
Industry notice, then still think of that.